Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jermone coming back in the video. Today we're gonna be taking a look at Jerome Fergouson. I know he's on JV, but I got a message and they said, "Yo, you should check this kid out." I'm like, okay, and it's a long JV highlights. And I love my defensive ends. I used to be a defensive end. Love my defensive ends. They're phenomenal kids. They gotta be athletic and big because they gotta be a pass rusher. Before we get into this, guys, I just want to say only 5% of the people that watch my videos are subscribed. And I see that a lot of kids have been watching my videos lately. I just want to get that subscribers up. Remember at 100 subscribers, I'll be dropping my merch because it's not cheap to start this merch because I got to buy a website. I got to pay this company to help make the merch. I'm not really making a lot on it. So I just want to make sure that I have your guys' support if I do this because this is something I want to grow this brand and if you guys have any ideas of like things that I say like frequently that you guys want me to put on a shirt, let me know. I'm gonna buy some of the merch actually just so I could show you guys, but I want to do that right before I actually drop it because I need to set up the store and everything. But yeah, guys, and remember to subscribe to the podcast. That's most likely the name of the shop will be the University of My Basement. Funny, it's a funny thing, but yeah, let's check him out. This kid's got to be solid kid. I got a DM. These kids wanted me to react to him, so that's what I'll get into is I'll react to him. Okay, comes to the field, makes a nice job, right there, able to get his hands up, make a nice play. Has him staying straight up. It seems like. Okay, no, he's down. Able to come up. Nice job. He's able to get his hand up there. That's a good job right there. Okay, so I'm taking a guess that he's this one. I don't know what he did right here. Like, I wouldn't put this in your highlights because it didn't seem like he did anything to make like a big play. Like I'm not gonna talk, but like his stance isn't straight up right. Okay, slow off the ball. That's something he needs to improve on. Is definitely getting faster off the ball. Because you take a little second and look right here, you know, ball gets snapped, and he took a while to get out of his stance. That's something that he needs to get better at is just getting out of his stance right there. Like you could easily see, he's young and definitely can improve. You know, he's just not in like a rushing stance. He's like in an offensive kickback passing stance right there. And then he stands straight up. You could easily see that. Like you take a look, you know, ball gets snapped and his body's straight up. And, it'll make him a lot better if he doesn't do that. Because I see how big and impressive he seems like a solid player, but you know, he's standing straight up, not making crazy plays. I'm not gonna say this, but I say this. Don't make a play if you don't need to. You didn't need to hit him right there. He's extremely out of play. That could have caused a huge penalty for them and could have cost them that touchdown. You know, it's like okay. He needs to get faster off the ball. Like he's super slow off the ball, and that's something that's like huge. Makes a good tackle right there, but he's just not fast off the ball. If he's faster off the ball, you could usually see like that plays a huge factor in how he could play. Super slow off the ball. You see he's making these solid tackles. He's getting there. Faster off the ball. You see how dominant he would be if he was faster off the ball. You know, nice job. He's able to take on two guys, makes a nice tackle right there. That's a good job. Definitely needs to get a lot faster off the ball. Because you see, right, he's getting better as the video gets on, but it just seems like that's something that he needs to improve on is definitely his speed off the ball. Because it's just like he stands straight up right when he goes on to a guy. Like you don't want to always go after a guy standing straight up because it'll make things a lot worse. He's right here. Here he is. You know, it seems like he just stands straight up a lot of times, which is a huge mistake that, younger linemen do, is that they're all standing straight up right here. You know, doesn't give up on the play right there. That's a good job. I hate that switches numbers. Comes up fields, but he's standing straight up, and the guy's beating him. The guy's beating him because he's standing straight up. It's easy to block a kid that's just standing straight up. He's just not getting there. He's standing straight up, and he's he seems like a physical kid, but he just needs to learn not to stand up, because that's a huge part in things. Because makes a nice block right there, but huge. Okay, getting double teamed. Nice job getting off of it, but didn't really force a play right there. I wouldn't put that in your highlights. Kind of right here. You see right here? He kind of gives up a little bit on the play. Don't give up on the play at all. That's something you need to learn, is not to give up on the play. And you see right here. Let's take a look. Look at what he does. It's right here. And he's standing straight up. Both guys are standing straight up. But you can't be doing that. Get lower and you'll absolutely dominate these kids. He's getting up, but he's standing straight up. He's using his physicality, and I get it. It can work in JV, but on varsity, you can't be just working on your physicality. You have to work on getting low and being flexible. Because that's really what people want to see. Is people want to see someone that's able to get low, and able to make a play. Doesn't seem like he's able to get low, and that's a huge factor in what in how your ability can transfer to varsity. It seems like, because these kids, they're a lot bigger than what you think, and you'll just get beat if you stand straight up. You're gonna get beat every play. Look, he stands straight up. I can't get this in slow, but look. Look. Right up, and he's almost fully vertical already. He's got to stay lower if he wants to be good. I get you make a nice hit, but it looked like you missed him a little bit, and you need to make a better play like that. You need to get lower to be more physical. You could be as hard as you want and be as strong as you can, but if a guy's lower than you, you're gonna get beat. You can easily see this. I've seen a lot of small guys be so dominant because they're able to get so much lower than the other guy. Some of my friends, they were super short, but they were super physical and able to do it because they were able to get low and make a play out of it. That's something he needs to improve on, is getting low, because being low is super important when playing line. Right here, take a look at this play. They're on offense. You need to get down and ready. To be able to make an impactful play. Okay, really didn't get a good focus on that. Right here. He stands straight up, ready. Look, before he even makes contact. He's in a position right here. He's not even touching him. This is probably the highest you should be going when you're going against the guy. And then he stands straight up and he gets pushed back because he was standing straight up. That's something that he needs to improve on, is making sure that he doesn't stand up straight, because that's a huge factor. Right there, nice job reading the screen. but he definitely needs to work on that. Definitely needs to work on not standing straight up. Like, that's a huge issue with kids. He's standing straight up, makes the quarterback make a bad throw, bad lateral, but, you stand straight up. That's like the main thing is he's standing straight up, and, he's able to get beat because he's standing straight up, and it's so easy to beat a guy that stands straight up. You could hit as hard as you can, but if you don't stand straight up, if you stand straight up, you'll never make a good enough play to take you anywhere. Like, you got to be flexible. College athletes, if you want to go to the next level in college, you got to be flexible. Like, they make sure that you're flexible. Because stretching is super important, and you got to always do that. You got to be flexible if you want to be able to make a good play. As a lineman, you got to stay low and push him away from you. You can't let him get a part of your chest. So if you get low, he can't grab you. Nice job. He forces the ball out, but let's see right here. He's not fully ready. It takes him a while to get down, and then you see that a lot. Isn't really the one to make the tackle. He's just there. But that's a huge thing with him. This kid, he seems like he's powerful and strong, but he's not able to get low enough to make the plays that he should be making. Like he's a big kid, needs to work on getting low. Huge thing is to get low and get control of the guy that you're going against. Doesn't seem like he's been doing that. Seems like he's just standing straight up a lot and is just not getting into the guy's chest and able to make a play. He's able to make some good plays, but this is also JV. This isn't varsity. If he wants to take another a step, he's got to be more physical and get a lot lower because that's a huge impact in a game. And I've seen what it can do if you stand straight up versus when you get low. It plays a huge role in what you can do. Okay? So yeah, guys, remember to like, subscribe, watch the podcast when they start to come out. And yeah, remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below and let me know who I should do next. Peace.